Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday evening. If you're joining us from the remaining Serie A matches, welcome. Just also kind of want to say haha to Milan again. Can't get a result right now. If you're Atalanta, oops. That's all I can say about those guys. And somehow Lukaku and Conte somehow pull something out of their ass with this one against Parma. But here to join me tonight as we break down some stuff and listen to you guys is the ketchup connoisseur himself, Dave. How are you?
That is right. You can see over the left side of my screen here, there are 2 shot glasses of ketchup. Unless a bit of a miracle happens. As far as I know, we're at 2,090. I'll just check live here. But I said if you can get to 2,100 by the show, I'll do 3. So I'm doing a quick refresh here. And no, 10. We need 10 by the end of the show. We're staying at 2. I don't know what to say, guys. Deal's on the table. Take it or leave it. Otherwise, right now, I'm feeling all right. I feel like after I do the catch-up, I'm going to hate myself. Like actually hate myself. So we'll see. We'll keep the good times rolling until then. We're going to bang out a bit of news, go over the team as we know it now, and we're going to open up the lines in hopefully about a half hour or so. Until then, Dash, how you doing?
Just getting older. Actually looking forward to the game tomorrow. I'm curious.
Getting older. Is it your birthday?
No.
Okay. No. Well, I mean, that's something you say on your birthday.
I just, you just wake up more gray hair strands, just getting all older and crankier.
Jesus.
But no, but I mean, I'm excited to see how things go out tomorrow. I'm curious to see if we can start the season 3-0. See how we play against I don't want to say shambolic is a term of disrespect, but a Roma team that is struggling quite hard per se outside of Atalanta. So we'll be curious to go there, and also curious to see who hops on today and what kind of discussions we get going today.
Yeah, and LJJ says get some fries. I wish I had some fries. I said I'll do a shot, so fries are not allowed. But man, even like a small McDonald's fries just to like pair it, just to make the hate go down a little bit easier. I wish, guys. Until then, we forgot. We always do this. We're bad. Like and subscribe, please do that. And if 10 of you subscribe, I have the ketchup bottle just right out here. It can be 3.
Heinz Dave.
Yeah. I'm just not looking forward to it. It looks disgusting. It's just look at this gelatinous like red goop. It's gross. It's whatever.
Did you put like vodka in it or something?
No, it's straight. It's just man. Vodka would have been a good idea. Maybe I should have started drinking beforehand. Regardless.
We do not promote alcohol here. Just make sure that you do drink responsibly, viewers. Your disclaimer there.
Drink your ketchup responsibly.
If you guys are wondering where German Dave is, or honorary Spanish Dave for the weekend, he is currently at the Villarreal Valencia game. He has posted some clips on their shorts page. I don't know if he's going to do a vlog or not. I think he's compiling all his images and pictures together. So he is currently watching that game, which last time I was watching it was 1-1. I did not check the final result from there, but German Dave is, or as I should say, honorary Spanish El David. That's what we'll call him. El David is currently in I believe it's in Villarreal. So having the time of his life.
He's in Valencia.
Valencia. Yeah. It's Valencia. Okay. Yeah.
And they did finish 1-1 tie. So there you go.
Well, one of them had Villarreal had a red card, so
watch out for what, Dave? Or Vlad? I'm just man, already screwed up. Vlad, watch along. Are you talking about for Dave?
Tomorrow?
But there will be one tomorrow, of course. Until then, of course, the dogs want to play on top of my head as soon as I start streaming. The bastards. All right, let's get into it. We've waffled a little bit here. So, in case you haven't seen, here is our UCL schedule starting September 17th against PSV. It's all there. It's all over. I mean, screenshot it.
I love it.
You love it? You like this?
I love the schedule. Because the match that I'm looking forward to is December 11th against Manchester City. I said it on Wednesday. I said I was hoping that game is as further down the mark as possible. I'm happy with that because you should have it's a great benchmark game. That game is going to be a phenomenal benchmark game to see where we're at halfway through the season. So I am stoked for that one.
Let's go. I am too. I'm stoked as well. Benfica. So, and maybe I'll do this live as well. Yeah, let's go to YouTube real quick, because for Benfica, it always like goes. Okay, I don't know why it auto does this, but yes, it's my ciabatta bread recipe.
A man of culture.
Yeah, my ciabatta bread. it's like on replay. Bread. It's good to go. So Rabona TV, if you don't know him, man, I don't know how he's huge. He's amazing. One of my boys from Montreal. He has agreed to come. Now, of course, schedule depending. That's it's the very last match against Benfica in January 29th. So if all things go, we're gonna have Rabona TV with us because he is a Benfica fan. So stay tuned for that. More to follow as that date comes closer. We've had him on a couple times before. A couple years now since we've played them in the Champions League. So it's nice to have an excuse again to get him on the show.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right. Well, a couple of things we got to bang out, right? So I was watching some of the matches this weekend, obviously a couple hours ago and yesterday as well. Touch with the Friday game. Holy hi guys, first time here. Would be great if you analyze the calendar compared to Serie A games. I mean, we could do an overlay.
Just like our
I think he wants to,
just compared to other
teams?
No.
He wants to. I think he wants to compare the UCL calendar with the Serie A calendar and give like our thoughts on it.
Okay.
I mean, we can do that. It's on FOTMob. It's. I think it's updated on FOTMob. So here, let me do that real quick for you.
Okay, do that for sure. The Champions to Serie A. Okay, cool. And welcome in, of course. If you and 9 other people do subscribe to this channel as well, there will be a third shot of ketchup tonight. In case you guys don't know, I think ketchup's a travesty. It's not real food. It's basically just sugar with tomato paste in there. So, oh my God, Spanish Dave is here.
We have El David. He's even got the Spanish cut. Yeah, we can hear you.
You're a little choppy.
Yeah, I just need a second to connect.
He's just.
All right. Do you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. How are you all doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
I mean, the question is how are you doing? You've got the full Spanish fade and everything right now.
Oh,
the beard.
Oh, you like it?
El David.
Got the scarf. Got the jersey. Oh man, I'm great. I'm great. I got this. I even got the tan. Dude, I'm ready. Hey,
awesome.
Spanish football and stadiums are different, man.
It is. Hey, 2 of us now on the channel have it.
Yeah.
2 of us have seen a game now in Spain. It's just Dash that needs to pull his pants up here.
Yeah, I gotta get your ass over here, man. Hey, Dash, you may get a Spanish baddie in here. dude, it's incredible. The women that are going to the stadiums here, dude. Germany is not even comparable what I watched so far. It's incredible.
Are you not with your wife?
Well, she's not with me at the stadium. She's with the rest of my family, so I can't talk freely.
Gotcha. All right, just making sure she's not there beside you. That would be a little awkward.
That would have been awkward. Oh yeah, dude, the stadiums are here. The Mestalla is not as modern, but dude, they have Taco Bells here. They have Little Caesar's Pizza. Dude, America has full influence on Spain, man.
There's Taco Bells at the stadium there?
Dude, there's Taco Bells at the Atletico Stadium at the Bernabeu. Dude, they have everything over here. They have Popeyes and man.
Holy, I did not expect that. I'm actually a little bit disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I'm impressed. Maybe they're trying really, really hard. Like, I don't know. Maybe. Wow. All the Spanish folk here in the US hate that stuff, but when it comes to over there in Spain, that's funny. I wonder if they have like special custom menus that's not like the trash that we have over here.
I don't know, man. I haven't tried yet. Tomorrow is my penultimate day basically, and I try I try some shitty food tomorrow. So let's see.
He's
Awesome.
like, sorry
Well,
guys, I'm stuck in Valencia. I can't leave. I had too much Taco Bell.
Too much talk
ridiculous.
about always burns twice.
Wow, so we're talking. So we got Taco Bell in Spain, and we got ketchup on my desk. The world's burning. The world's up.
Hey,
And
the
somehow
world changed, man. The world changed.
and somehow you have better connection than Dash does right now, and you're on the road. So
Is my connection
I'm on
bad?
the road. I'm on the road. I'm connected to the Spanish Vodafone, and it's shitty as hell. And I'm surprised that it's working either.
yeah, especially game day. There's so many people on there. The cell networks there. It's really hard to get a good connection for sure.
Wait, is mine bad? I thought I was good.
Eh,
Oh, so yeah. I'm back. I just got a call. I may go in 2 minutes. But to answer the ketchup question, yes, they have ketchup here, and ironically, ketchup is the only free condiment that you get for your McDonald's menu. For the other ones, you have to pay on top.
you can't even give it away over there.
Yes, in Germany you can choose basically from all the condiments the one you like, but man, ketchup the only free one.
That's actually pretty funny. Screw those guys
All
anyway.
right.
Screw ketchup.
Hey,
Ich konnte vorhin bei deinem Live.
Whose voice just came through? That was weird. Something weird. Maybe he's getting hacked. Dave, you're getting hacked now. I'm hearing some Spanish dudes.
I was just say his Bluetooth. Someone yoinked his Bluetooth.
Yeah, he's getting mugged right now. He doesn't know, but live on camera, Dave's getting mugged. His Bluetooth stolen by some Spaniard. Okay, I don't know if we have you any longer here.
Oh, he's leaving.
All right, okay, take care. Thanks for checking it. All right, unfortunately, yeah, that's
You kicked me out.
Jeez, what a shit show, guys. Oh man. All right. So to get back to the question here.
I have the
FotMob,
updated. I have the updated one. I do.
Okay, because FotMob says September 17th for everything. It's messed. So sorry.
Yeah, it's messed up.
So Google to the rescue.
Okay. All right. So Google to the rescue. So we've got Roma and Empoli. We have the international break after Roma. So it's going to be Empoli, then PSV, then we go into Napoli at home. So that's going to be an interesting setup to how that's going to go. Then after that, we've got the Salami versus Leipzig and Cagliari. That sounded terrible. That rolled off the tongue terribly. So it's not too much of an issue there. I mean, I'm not too concerned about there. We've got Stuttgart and Inter within 5 days of each other. So that one's going to be interesting to see how we play up against Stuttgart because that is going to be the first game against Inter, and it looks like it's going to be in the San Siro. So we're actually playing away at the beginning of the season versus at home. Then we've got Lille and Torino and Udinese as a block-off area. So right now, from what it looks like, we're actually going to be playing Man City in more of the easier bulk of the schedule. So we've got Bologna, Man City, Venezia, and Monza. So that one's a little bit more favorable.
Which is nice.
Going
And then
into
they
that.
go into the Christmas break there. They get a few days off before starting back up.
Yep, they start back up with, well, actually, there's not much of a break, Dave.
No, not this year because of the Club World Cup. It's literally only a few days. It's not much.
Yeah, so they've got Fiorentina, Atalanta, Torino, and Milan. So that's going to be a tough 4-game stretch there. And then we've got Bruges right after Milan, then Napoli, then Benfica. So actually, you could technically argue from December, I think the Man City. So that's where I think the make or break starts for the season, December 8th to about January 29th. I think that's going to probably be the heavy bulk of the season right now. As far as challenging matches go, squad rotation, the whole shebang, I think that's going to be tough because you'll have 3 competitions by that point. You'll have Coppa Italia, you'll have the Champions League, and you'll have Serie A. So that's going to test. That's really going to test how this club looks or how we are. Again, I said it. Man City is the benchmark. Where do they fall? Perfect time to benchmark the team.
Well, the good thing about this is that we have a few more players on our roster than perhaps we were expecting. Jallo, okay, and we mentioned that because that was happening. That happened as we were clicking the end button on our stream. Basically, the deal falling through on Jallo, which it has. Transfer market, of course, closed by now. So he went to Rome, and we haven't even heard anything other than the deal kind of went through. He decided not to join. He was tired of waiting.
Yeah, something there. I don't know.
Yeah, something's weird.
All I know is I'm happy to have him. I don't have an issue with him.
No, but the other two, Kostic and Arthur.
So with Kostic, I'm not too disappointed with.
Where does he get space though? Like Bangula now is ahead of him in the pecking order.
Learn how to be a left back.
And that,
right?
I mean, that is a thought that I had today. Is like he better work on his defensive game because there's space back there.
That's where it is, right? Like, for example, he's played left wing back. He's played left wing. I mean, like, for example, look, if he wants to break through, he's got that left back position. And I think it's easier for him to play as a left back because you're not expecting him to dribble or to do anything fancy.
Mm-hmm. And now he's like 31. He's at that age where he can make that transition. It makes sense.
Like, I don't see the issue behind not doing it, right? Because, like, for example, you have Cambiasso playing in between positions as a right winger and a right back. So it's like, okay, Kostic, look, man, you refuse transfers to somewhere else and you want to reintegrate yourself into the squad. All right, cool, let's do it. Am I expecting him to be starting caliber as a left back? No, but it's definitely for sure a great depth piece.
So Vlad says Kostic is the guy sub at left back at the 80th minute. If you're, sorry, man, what's wrong with my words today? I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the ketchup. That's what it is. Kostic is the guy you sub at left back in the 80th if you're trailing 1 goal. Yeah, that can make sense because he can produce a bit of offense. So yeah, that could work. And same with Awea at right back. Yeah, if it's one of those games where you need the point, absolutely, I think you could make those decisions. I'd like that.
Well, that it's not even that, but like for example, the game against like for example Venezia or like for example Lecce or
games,
like like for example when you're playing a game where you need the rotation,
Mhm.
I don't see how that's an issue. I think that works to your benefit, right? Because when we're looking at that stretch, we had a lot of games and some games that you're able to throw. Like, for example, again, with all due respect to Club Brugge, but you could probably get away with Kostic and Weah as your fullbacks against Club Brugge. So it's just like you can. I'm not saying that I recommend that move before people take me out of context here, but you can technically utilize that as an option. I don't see what the issue for that would be.
We're assuming people stay healthy. So just to kind of hit off here, honor injuries currently. This will tie into a bit of pre-gaming, if you will, but Weah, flexor, Ajic, flexor, Thuram, flexor. So 3 guys, first game, Ajic doesn't even show up. So 2 guys, first game injured. Ajic, Milik, injured before the season even started. So that was game 1. 4 guys out, and they're still out. If you get like Weah is known to be injury prone, right? If say Cambiasso picks up a knock, Danilo, he's apparently injury prone too now. So yeah, you throw in maybe a Kostic if you get to that point. It's not horrible. It's just we still do have to pay him. I think that's the biggest issue for me is that you're still paying these guys and we could have made a deal. I know we talked about it a bit last show with Sancho. If Arthur or Kostic did leave, we could have opened up some more funds to make a Sancho deal.
You could, but I still had a hard time like that move making sense.
And Vlad asking what's happening with Ajic. So you have a next gen from the gun and slowly reinstate to the first squad. I think
he's gonna float in between the two. Yeah. I don't think like for example. I think they're going to have him play both, essentially. Like, for example, he'll start the season at the next gen and then bring him up and essentially filter him in through like every odd game, Coppa Italia or something like that. I don't see him being 100% the Coop alternative. Like, for example, right now, in theory, your best midfield 3 is Coop, Thuram, and Luis, and then your main backups are going to be Locatelli, Fagioli, and McKennie. Those are your alternative 3 right there.
Okay.
So it's like,
do you got the whiteboard? Are we just gonna get into it?
we can.
Get into the whiteboard. We'll present this. We'll open up the lines from there. Let's look at who we have, because I want this to be the main talking point really tonight.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Like that is the theme, right? Juve's rebirth. The transfer market's done. Who do we have? Man, the turnover. And we'll bring up the list too after we get the whiteboard. But man, the list is long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you look at this, right, this is going to be, I'm assuming that this is going to actually be your main starting 11 with everything, filing out properly. Like, this is what you're going to run. Let me move Cambiaso a little further down. This is where I just like, I don't, and then I wonder if McKennie is still 14, but I'm just going to throw him on here just so we have him.
He went back to 26. I sent you that link today.
Did he?
I'll look it up.
It's fine. I mean, I can slap that on there, but there's going to be a lot of depth pieces that we have, and I don't even know what number Jallo is technically going to be now. Maybe 33, I think. Is that what it was?
I got it. He's 33. Yep. And then got a few. Well, this is new. Okay, McKennie is 16.
Oh, so it's 16. I was
Yeah,
right.
I added 10 for some reason.
Fair enough. And then
so the numbers are official now, by the way, guys.
Is Kostic's number? Is Kostic's number official now?
Kostic, yeah, he got bumped. It was reported. It's not on transfer market. It was reported though. He got demoted in the number game because Gonzalez took 11.
I'm just gonna throw him a 17 because I know that was one of his numbers he had before.
Yeah, I'll see if I can look that up. Up today.
So we've got McKennie on the bench, Jallo, Weah, Loca, Cisco, Fagioli, Danilo, Kalulu, Kostic. Am I missing someone else here?
Okay, let's go through it. We got obviously the 3 keeps: Bremer, Kalulu, Gatti, Jallo, Danilo. Got Danilo?
I've got a Danilo.
Yeah. Cambiaso, Cabal, or Ruhi. You don't have Ruhi in there yet.
I don't have him.
And the Savona. So 2 youngsters.
What's Savona's number?
Savona's 37. And Ruhi is 40. And of course, you got Locatelli in there, and Louise, and Thuram.
What was Ruhi's?
40.
40. And then I can't even spell that. You're gonna have to talk me through it.
Rouhi.
Rouhi.
We're doing this live, guys. We're updating the whole squad right now as we speak.
And
you got Timmy.
Milik 14.
Yeah, Milik's 14. You got Weah.
Yep.
Got the Coop, the Bangula.
I don't have the banger.
All right, get the banger in there. Number 51.
Such a weird number.
It is. Oh, does he spell it right? He does. Okay, I think that's the team. That's the team.
Okay, so there we go. Holy hell, that's a hell of a bench. So I did get it right, Yusuf. First time's a charm. Okay, so looking at this 4-2-3-1, so it's going to be Cambiaso, Cabal, Bremer, and Gatti. I think are going to be your main 2 starting at this right now. I have a hard time believing that Loca is going to continuously start over Douglas Luiz. I think once Douglas Luiz gets accustomed, I think Luiz starts over. I think you will have to pry the starting position off Coop's dead body when it comes to the 10 slot. Yildiz, I think the only spots that have open competition right now are going to be Yildiz with Cisco, or that both wingers, left and right wingers. I don't think any of those are locked down. And then Dusan is going to be your sole starter for the 9, or if he continues to play well, we'll call him Dash on. So we'll have that. That's going to be, again, your main thing, right? That's if this guy does not score more than 30 goals with this roster behind him, I swear to God, doll, I swear to God, man, he needs to be in that golden boot race, or I will lose my shit. So that's going to be your main lineup. So, and then when you look at, let's say that we play I don't know, a relegation-based team, right? So we can probably get away with. So I'm going to move the starters over. So I'm not going to use any of the starters for the lineup for a relegation or a lower quality team.
Basically, our B squad.
Yeah, I'm going to throw in the B squad here. I'm going to keep De Gregorio because it's just goalkeepers. That's not that crucial.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
realistically, Perdine goes in for like a Copa match.
Yeah, so I'm going to put in Danilo and Kalulu. I'm going to throw... I will probably throw Jallo over Kostic right now, but I could see Kostic taking it. Savona on the right, and then Loka in the hole. Fagioli up here. McKennie will cover here.
Last year's midfield.
Last year's midfield. I'll throw the Menger over here, Mangula, and then I'll throw Cisco here, and then probably Milik up top. That would technically be your B roster.
And Weah maybe in for Bangula. Like
You
that's
can.
it's yeah.
You can. It's a toss.
Which is nice. You got 3 guys left over. You have Weah and Kostic, and then the next gen with Ruhi. And you,
so
and you know what?
Adic is 17. They gave him 17 already.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I knew Kostic got changed. I can't find what
he doesn't have a number. I don't think he has a number released yet. I was just using 17 because that's what he had originally.
And I also forgot because I guess he's not officially on the first team, but Angali as well. That could go in for striker.
Yeah, I gotta think of a number for Kostic. I don't know. Shoot,
Make it like 66.
I'm just gonna put 99. I already had it typed out.
Upside down 66. Whatever. Yeah, he's something. Kostic 20. Okay.
Is he 20?
I'll believe Yusuf. I know I saw a number. I just can't for the life of me remember where it was or what it was.
Oscar wants him to say 69. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is going to probably be your B roster. Give or take. Maybe you could I'll probably throw Weah here. Adic here. Kostic. No, I'm going to switch Weah and Kostic. I'm going to do this.
And really, you can put like Adic in Fajoli's spot. Fajoli where McKennie is. McKennie on the bench.
We could do that, huh?
I mean, yes, we're just teasing it out. There's a lot of options.
Well, I'll do this. I'll throw McKennie down here, so potential right back, and then Rui for one of these guys.
Somewhere on the defensive line.
So that would probably be, obviously, like, this is never going to happen, right? Like,
where does Arthur Milo go?
Left bench. I don't have any more black. I'm out of black. So I don't even have any more black for him. So I don't even have any space. Even this game,
you're limited to how many dots you can. Okay,
I'm limited to dots. I have no more dots. I can't I can put keepers on, so I can throw Pet in here, but he's just going to be in white.
That's fine. Make him like the green or whatever, because they always were green or the bright colors. They're the bright guys.
Yeah, I could do that. Save De Gregorio then.
Yeah. And then Pinsolio, of course, is still there.
He is not. I am not even going to make a graphic for him. I don't even mean to say that to be an asshole.
You need to make a graphic when it's the 38th match.
Yeah, that is the only time I will need to make a graphic. And it's not because I hate him. I do not hate him.
And our position secured by that point, too, it would have to be. No, we love him. Obviously, we love the guy, but he is the third keeper. To be honest, I don't feel good about right back Biaso. Really? Why not?
Well, that doesn't feel good about a lot of things. Like, he's still heartbroken that Rabiot is still unemployed.
I know what would make you feel good, though.
You just wake up and then your heart is just pumping. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so those moments are crazy.
I'm just going to put Artur at 35. So then here, Artur will probably fit somewhere in this midfield somewhere. I don't know. He's the 7th choice midfielder. Holy smokes.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Like him and McKennie are like 7 and 8 at this point. So it's like, I don't know. This is your B team in theory.
Could I also mention too? This should be said that with this team, that we're showing you right now, we have saved $60 million on the wage bill.
Yeah, that's just more so. That's more so spacing out the actual financial hits or per se.
Yeah, but I mean, younger team, cheaper team, more capable. This is again why it's a rebirth. Like it's not just one thing that's
It's a
changed.
full blown overhaul.
Yeah, everything has changed here. Management, coaching, all the players, the finances. It's a rebirth.
Here, I'll raise you one, Oscar. Here we go.
Rabiot the Bum outpricing himself is absolute elites.
There you go.
I don't understand what he's doing to his life. Oh, come on. What's he doing there?
He's there in spirit.
Come on.
I still, so if you're on our Discord, we had a little bit of a laugh. Again, if you're not on Discord, I would join Discord, but the whole like he apparently isn't fit enough to play for Liverpool.
Of course I'm not surprised one bit. There's the QR code as well to get in.
I don't know how true that is, to be honest with you, because FotMob could be like yanking our chain, but like I saw that and I'm like, you have got to be absolutely shitting me. Like, how is he not in fitness?
He hasn't trained. I mean, he's been training, but he's not
training with
fit.
He's been training with the first team.
Whatever.
Since he's been back.
He's a bum. Whatever.
He is a bum. Good Lord. What about a joke? All right, let's read it. Vlad says he looks shaky defending on the right. I'd rather have Kolulu, Savono, or Danilo playing at right back. Dahl says, I just want to shout out Juve's new management players. Don't want to sign, no worries. Fuck off, Sancho. And can't make his mind up to get a better deal. So no worries. Fuck off. All right, that's how you know he's a Brit. He said fuck off in one sentence. Or twice in one sentence. Everyone, we got what we wanted. No mercs.
I think he's British because it's a run-on sentence.
Oscar says he has been doing cardio, but only with his wife. Debatable. He doesn't seem like one of those dudes.
Yeah, I wonder how that relationship is. He's married now, so he's probably not getting anything.
No pum pum for him. But looking at this though from the depth piece, I mean, this is like again, I don't think I personally can say I did not anticipate this much of an overhaul. This still kind of throws me off because I did not. Because if you look at the first team, so if I move all these Goonies out of the way here, when you look at the first team, the only ones that are, I guess you could say, mainstays are going to be Gatti and Bremer. Those are your two, and then Cambiaso. Your left back is brand new, so that's one brand new position. Your two defensive midfielders or your pivots are brand new. Your right winger is brand new. Your attacking midfielder is brand new. And then your left wing is Yildiz and Dusan, who have been here a bit. Even Yildiz, respectfully, can I say that Yildiz is kind of a new player, even though he's really only featured for half a season? And not as a starter either?
I mean, he's newish. With everyone that's new, I wouldn't just straight out call him new. He did play for half a season, got our number 10, so
yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, for example, as like an incumbent player, like sure. it's hard for me to say that like he's an incumbent player. Like for example, Dusan, you can say he's an incumbent. You can say Gatti's an incumbent. You can say that Bremer are incumbents. Mm-hmm. Like same thing with Fagioli, right? Like even Fagioli, air quotes is new because he wasn't there at all last season. So
you know how I know there's an election going on in your country?
I said incumbent. I know. Good Lord. God, I can't wait until that season's over. All the unique individuals have come out from the woodworks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I look at this and it's just like you have all these new players. I mean, I'm happy with the competition because, like, for example, even with the B team, a lot of those players that are on the air quotes B teams could challenge for starting positions.
Then
like there isn't, and that's what you want. That's how iron sharpens iron. But from a depth perspective, I don't have really much concern. I know like some people were putting in the comments on Wednesday and then also after we finished streaming where they're like, oh, the ball playing center back and whatnot. To be honest with you guys, I think for this year, I think we're good this year. Again, like if you have the expectations of the treble, I think you need to temper them a little bit. If you have the expectations for the domestic double, I think you need to temper them for a little bit. I think right now, winning the Coppa Italia is the actual objective you can legit stamp. Like, you have the equity to sit there and say, okay, we should be able to make a run for the Coppa Italia. The only issue that I have with saying that we should win, because some people now, like, some folks are changing their tune where they're saying, hey, we should win Serie A now because of the first 2 games. And it's just like, hold on.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Put your dick back in your pants. Honestly,
like I don't mean that in like a negative sense, but just like, hold the phone, folks. Like, we gotta give us a minute because we still have to go through a bad spell. I hate saying that, but you're gonna go through a bad spell at some point of the season. It's either now, later, next week. Who knows? Hell, it could happen tomorrow. So I think we need to see how the team responds to that, and also we still need to go through benchmark games. And I don't mean it in a negative sense, but the teams that we played, Verona and Como, are not benchmark games. Yes, we went into the Benta goal and we dropped a 3-piece there, but we gotta relax a little bit.
I also want to point this out of our starting lineup, and that's assuming Danilo isn't there. Oldest on the team, 27. Di Gregorio, Bremer, a bunch at 26, and obviously younger. So the oldest on the team right now is Danilo at 33. Or, okay, Pensolio, sorry, at 34, Party in 31. So not really starters. The only 30-year-old, Pogba, out, clearly, and Milik. So you have Milik and Danilo. Those are your 2 30-year-olds on the team, and they're not even considered starters by any stretch of the imagination. 27. That's crazy.
So I kind of want to also talk about, so we've got some comments and some questions here, some statements as well. So, like, for example, I'm okay with saying we should compete. I don't have an issue saying that we should compete. I think saying that we're, favorites, I think is a little bit of a stretch, because I hate saying this, but we have to give credit to Inter. Inter absolutely bent Atalanta over and gave them a new one on Friday. Yeah. And I think, like, for example, again, I know people are laughing at this Milan side, but once they start rolling, they're gonna start rolling. So we gotta hold the phone a little bit. So I think, yes, we should be in the conversation. I don't see an issue with folks having the expectation of being on the conversation. I do think that we need to be careful with putting that high expectation, right? So, like, for example, Yusef brings up a good question. Would you say that tomorrow is a mini benchmark game? So I'm going to go here and have the unpopular opinion. I don't consider Roma a benchmark just because of what they've produced in the last 12 to 13 games.
It's the first mid to top table team of the season.
De Rossi, in my opinion, De Rossi will not be the coach of that Roma side at the end of the season. I'm putting that out there. I do not believe that he is going to continue managing that team by the end of the season. They have struggled defensively. They have a great offense, terrible defense, and I believe they've struggled to get wins. I think they've only won 2 or 3 times in the last 10 games or so, or something like that. So Roma have struggled to get wins. They've struggled to kick off the season. If it was a Mourinho Roma, then yes, because Mourinho will shithouse the hell out of you. Mm-hmm. And we struggled to beat Mourinho's Roma when Mourinho was managing that Roma side.
Terrible.
So yeah, Roma did an exceptional job when it comes to terror ball. And I'm going to pull up their fixtures here just so we kind of have the record here. Let's share my screen on this. So when we looked at this, so towards the end of the season, April 28th, 2-2. So their last win, I believe, was the 25th, if we're not counting friendlies. So they were able to connect a couple of games in April, but they have struggled outside of playing against Barnsley.
I don't want to talk about this too much because if we get pummeled tomorrow or just lose in general, it's kind of embarrassing. But I feel confident.
Yeah, I feel confident too. I'm not, like, for example, again, 0-0 with Cagliari, and then you have Empoli with the 2-1 loss at home against them. So it's just like I don't know. I'm not concerned I'm not really concerned with Roma, and I don't mean that in a negative sense, but I just don't think that they have what they need to get together to really test us or to really challenge us. The only thing that could be considered a test is if the squad overlooks them. Like if the players overlook them, then it's going to be definitely concerning.
All right, guys, I'm going to share the link. I'm going to open up the lines here. And one last thing, well, as we wait for you guys, we're going to look at the ins and the outs of the season. But coming at you, the link lines are open to join. I know Sal is not around this week, but anyone else, please feel free, especially the new people. We like to get the new ones in here. Don't need your camera, just a half decent microphone, decent stable connection, any of that. I mean, just jump in, get in there. That is the link. Just copy that in and we'll fly you in. So the ins and the outs. And before I get into the first team, we completed a couple of next gen, very up and coming, very exciting names here. Semedo and Afanangayan to the next gen. Those could be names that we might see come to the first team sooner or later. I'm going to be paying attention to that. Misak, of course, will let us know if he's sleeping right now. But next time we have him on, I didn't even ask him about the game tomorrow. Oh, man. Okay, you might see him tomorrow. I just need to remember to ask his ass to join. All right, but back to the first team. So, of course, Toon in for 50. Oh, no. 55. Sorry, I'm going by market value. My bad. So Tune in 55, Dougie for 52, Kefrim for 21, Juan Cabell for 13, Nico. I mean, we'll go with what we have. The loan at 8.5. Cisco loan at 7. Di Gregorio loan at 4.5. Kalulu loan at 3.3. And then coming up from the next gen, Ruhi, Bangula, Savona. And we're not gonna count any of these people because it was the end of their loan and they got fucked off right away. So departures. Speaking of which, Sule leaves for 25.5. Dean leaves for 15. Sammy 14. Moisey for 13, which is probably the craziest one of the transfer market. Freddie Church for 12. Thank God. Corny de Winter for 8, as well as Enzo Bernanachea, Kyle George for 7.2, Facundo on loan for 500 with an option. Sandro, goodbye. Fabrata, goodbye. Marley Aki is still a question mark.
No, I thought he got sent. I don't think they don't know whether or not it's
maybe the money.
A loan or a loan to buy. I think.
Yeah, we just don't have the money details, but I mean, he's gone. Moretti loan, as well as Rugani. That should be permanent there with Ajax. Nicky Caviglia, DeScilio, Stefano Gordi, Rabio. We paid off Tech, who then retired, and Carlos Alcaraz just returned back from his loan. That is the list. What a list. What transfer market? Is this a record? I wonder if this is.
Yeah, I think so. It's even more than 2011.
Yeah.
It's just they like this is kind of interesting, right? Because they kind of sold part of the farm and they're also kind of mortgaging a little bit on the future as well. So they got to get the results. I mean, they have to, for sure, you have to get top 4 to even make sure that you even balance the books on this. And look, man, Roland, if that happens, that's going to be awesome. If we go throughout without losing a single game, I doubt it. I have high doubts. But hey, man, power to you.
Yeah, and I agree. The only team I have any sort of fear with right now would be Inter. I mean, 4-0 to Atalanta.
It's not even like, for example, it's not even the method of how they got the 4. It's not even like the 4-0 itself. It's just how dangerously efficient they are.
They're dangerous. They can be very efficient.
Because
that's it. You're absolutely right.
Because, like, for example, you look at so I was looking at the XG, and holy hell, Paramount Plus did an absolutely atrocious job of explaining it. They're like, because at halftime, Inter was up 2-0, and they had a 0.13 XG. And they're like, well, if you look at the stats and just the XG and yada, 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 it's like, dude, you don't understand what that means. That means With 0.13 of an opportunity that they created, they scored twice. They were able to get 2 goals out of a 0.13. That is disgusting. That is like, I could take getting an XG of a 0.13 is me taking a 41, 42 yard shot saying, fuck it, it'll go in there, and it goes in there, which is kind of how Barella scored that goal. I'm not going to lie, because that ball bounces on the outside of the box and he just launches it. So Inter beat Atalanta 4-0, and Inter's expected goals is 1.31.
Yeah. It's a domination.
That is disgusting, because that is saying how efficient they only need 1.5 chances, clear-cut chances, to put 4 on you. That is really, really good. If you're able to maintain that, if your expected goal is 1 and you're putting in 3 or 4, that is really damn good. And the only other team that I've seen so far that's able to do stuff like that is us. Because, like, for example, if I look at the Hellas Verona, we had 1.23 and we put 3 on them.
The only thing I gotta say is if our acquisitions actually do integrate well with the team and cook off, then I think we kind of become unstoppable, because we saw the quality that we can have with like a bunch of next gen guys, and a reborn Locatel. Not the ideal lineup, right? We had 2 good games, not ideal. Yes, the season gets difficult, but it also gets difficult for Inter. So I'm confident, but Inter still,
I
have to respect.
They're the holding champions. They're them.
That's your word of the night, incumbent.
Gompacho, I'm going to explain this. XG is with the amount of effort the team put on the field, with the opportunities, the passes, the movement, the play. XG is how much they should have scored based on the work that they did. That's what XG means. How much should you have scored with the amount of effort that you put in? So that's what they're saying.
Football's played on the grass. That's another meaning for go touch grass. Get your head out of the stats, perhaps. No, again, like anything though, we like to look at the numbers because it's a metric that we can look at and kind of
you compare it to what you're seeing. Yeah, you're using it to compare with what you're seeing. Because, like, for example, I saw Inter hold the ball, but, like, for example, they were just absolutely lethal with it. Because, like, for example, they don't need to, dance around you past 100 times, like 700-800 times and whatnot. And, like, for example, it's not like the way that they play, it's not like a De Zerbi ball, right? It's just absolute lethal counterattacking. And that's where they burn you. Because, like, for example, when you look at it again, I'm looking at the possession. They had more possession, 55-45, but the passes 461-369. It's not like they tiki-taka the shit out of them. It's just more so take the ball and go for it. And, I can understand what Dahl is saying. Hey, hopefully Inter got the stomach to go 2 in a row. I think they're going to challenge for it, but I think it'll be a 3-team race. It'll be Inter, Milan, us, and then maybe Napoli will get an honorable mention because Napoli pulled a result out of their ass today.
They needed a red card.
They needed a red card, but they still got it. They were down 1-0, red card 2-1. Yeah, they got the Lukaku boost.
Actually, there's like 12, almost 13 extra minutes on that too. So they got to play 40 plus minutes with an extra man.
No,
to be honest, Inzaghi won a third with the strongest squad on paper. It's their Scudetto to lose.
Didn't they win 2 games?
1 out of 3. Yeah, did they not? It was their 2 wins.
Yeah, they got 2 wins and a tie. They beat Atalanta, they beat Lecce, and they tied with Genoa in Genoa. And it's generally pretty tough to win in Genoa too. We struggled to do that as well. So,
right. Yeah, I just got a message. My wife's just like, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Fend for yourself tonight. So
fend for yourself. Taco Bell it is. Ketchup and Taco Bell it is for Dave.
I'm gonna get all my calories out of ketchup tonight. Speaking of which, I was hoping it's a quiet night. I think everyone's worn out from the past few weeks.
Oh, Vlad says 1 out of 3 Scudetti.
Okay, this decade. All right, I gotcha.
That's fair. So I I was watching, I don't know why I do this, but I was watching Man City again. And now that I think Dahl is still listening, and I'm going to ask this question to Dahl. Dahl, can you and I agree for Dusan's expectations this season that he needs to be challenging Haaland for the Golden Boot? It's a yes or no question.
Oh, I need to get that graphic up, actually. Haaland getting some records.
Dude just dropped back-to-back hat tricks. So I want to ask that question. And I want you guys can answer it too, chat. Like, for example, is it fair that now that we have Mota that is playing a style that is giving Dusan ball after ball after ball, is it fair for us to say as an expectation that he needs to be in the conversation for the Golden Boot?
I went to look up Haaland stuff, and this just dropped. That's actually kind of sexy.
They're just absolutely milking us for money.
I'm not buying it. I can't wear white. I'm too much of a mess. I won't buy that. I almost bought the third kit yesterday. Went to hit click, nothing's working. Found out my bank had an outage, and like free shipping it's gone. Anyways, really? I failed to buy a shirt yesterday because my bank fucked up. So I'm still 24, 25 shirtless, if you will.
So Dahl's response is depends on how well our team gets it, and would be a better comparison next year in Serie A, as it is a much harder league. I disagree because Immobile has challenged for the Golden Boot plenty of times.
Ooh, XG.
It's Compachero. So, like, for example, Immobile at Lazio, when he was hitting over 30 goals a season at Lazio, he was challenging for the Golden Boot. So I don't see how that would be, that logic would say, because I think with the offense that he has behind him, I would think that it would be a fair. And I'm not saying that he has to beat Haaland. I think that's where I want to clarify it, right? I don't want to sit there and say he has to drop 40. Like that's unrealistic. The idea is I want him on the graphic, right? So like, for example, 2020, 2021, 2022, you had Lewandowski, Ronaldo, and then you had Immobile on the graphic. I'm saying, is it fair to have Dusan, to say that we want to see Dusan on that graphic? That's my main thing, because that's what I want to ask you, the viewers and the listeners, is can we move because like, for example, the original goalpost that we set for him is 30 goal contributions, at least 30 goal contributions, right? So now the question that I have for you, based off of what we saw with Como and what we saw with Verona, is it fair that we want him to be on the graphic with Haaland, Mbappe, or whoever the top three? Hell, I'll even give him fourth, as long as he is fourth on the list of goals scored in Europe, in all the top 5 leagues. I think that would be the question, is that fair? So let's see what you guys think. I'm going to introduce Chiro Gumpachiro. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, and after all this, he's muted. You're muted.
He muted himself.
Oh, no. You waited for Dash to finally shut up so you can speak. No, you're still muted. We'll let him fix that up. 69 goals in 69 games for Haaland.
No?
There you are.
He's good.
Okay. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I watched a bit of the City game, too. I just saw the last goal. And it was really the type of goal that Vlahovic can score, that he has scored several times for Fiore. He scored like once for us, and it was offside. He did that type of shit like in Napoli, and he missed, like he hit the post. So like, yeah, should be in the level of Haaland, because in terms of ability, he can do all that shit. Like, no question. It's just like you said before, it's his football brain, his IQ. Like, he doesn't know how to move without the ball, get himself open. But now we have Mota, and now we have a bunch of creative players to help him. And now we have a 4-2-3-1. So I see no reason why he can't, like in terms of talent and like teammates. It's just, yeah, like you said, like a long time ago, it's his footballing brain. So yeah.
Yeah, and like, for example, what like I want him to do is going to be well beyond what he has done for Fiorentina as well. Because like, again, I was watching I was watching the Man City game today, and I'm just sitting there and I'm watching, like, for example, the through balls, and I'm like, I can see Yildiz giving that pass. I can see Cisco giving that pass. I can see plenty of these guys giving these passes to what they're getting right now. And it's just now it's like whether or not, and this is where the question mark is whether or not Dusan is able to have that 12-month consistency. Like that's going to be the question I have for him. But like, for example, Haaland's second goal, he takes a cutout, left foot, top box into traffic and hits the top box. So like none of these should be an issue for Dusan. Again, I don't have the expectation that he's going to beat Haaland. That it would be disingenuous if I said that. Same thing if I were to say that I expect Dusan to beat Mbappe. Right now, 1A or 1A, 1B is Mbappe and Haaland.
I think you can. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you can you can give him more leniency, and adjust for Serie A, whatever, because they play hard defense. They foul a lot compared to England or France, or Spain now for Mbappe. But they don't play hard defense as they do in Italy. So you can adjust it to be like, just get 25 Vlahovic. That's equivalent to 40 if you do that in all competitions for us. 20 to 25 is more than he did before, and I'd say that's, if you adjust for City on inflation, it's like on par or close to it with the Mbappe and Haaland.
I would say if that were the case, I would say under an Allegri squad, I would say 25 would be it. But because for example here, so I'll show this to you guys here. So this is Immobile, right? So Immobile, and this I believe is only considering Serie A performances. So this is not taking any European performances. So this was when he was 31 years old, he dropped 27. When he was 29 years old in the 1920, he dropped 36. And this is where, again, he was under, and this was, I believe, prime Inzaghi ball at that time. So he was getting a shout with Lewandowski that year for the Golden Boot. This is where I would love to see Dusan at some point. So for example, 36, 20, 27, obviously this is, changes in management at this point. I believe this was towards the end of Inzaghi / this was Sadi's first, I believe it was Sadi's first season. One of these two was Sadi's first season. But I want to see that. For example, I want to see him be on the graphic. That is the big thing that I'm looking for. Because Immobile's done it. He's been on the graphic. Hell, Higuain has had a season where he's dropped 36. I don't see, for example, with the style of play, the way that we're moving the ball, I have a hard time believing that if he does not get over 30, I would say that it's him underperforming. Because the difference is, and I kind of want to illustrate it too, is just what team in Serie A, for example, what Serie A teams have elite defending at this point? Because I know we used to be known for having elite defenses, but you look at it right now, for example, Milan, leaky as hell.
How many teams in general have elite defense?
Not much.
Like Madrid, City,
maybe them.
Everyone else.
But then when it's time to play Juve, they'll turn into fucking prime Varese Maldini out there against us.
Yeah, it's usually the keep.
It's
usually the keep that shows up big too. Yeah, the prime Buffon.
Yeah, so that's where it applies to us and Dusan and the Dusan conversation of his production. But yeah, you're right. When they play each other, they're not elite right now.
So yeah, well, the defensive game has slowly eroded over the past few games or years already. That's kind of what we wanted as fans. We wanted more goals. That's what sells the product. So not really surprised, and that's why our defense maybe isn't elite. Maybe we have to define what that even means, because maybe an elite defense means a defense that can play the ball forward and create offensive actions. It's just a new concept of what football is. Speaking of defense, I found this. Just get your thoughts. Let's get the chat's thoughts on what we think here. So, is this a handball?
Ragazzi, di Barella clamorosa.
Oh, I didn't mean to have this.
Was that?
No, play it.
So
what did it hit? Is it his left hand?
His left
The hit.
hand, yeah.
Vertigu's left hand.
That's the same as Danilo
Barella.
against
That is 100%. That is 100% a handball.
Away from the body.
It's away from the body.
So was
Yeah.
it handball when they did that to Danilo in the Derby d'Italia?
Okay. I mean,
No, it's tough. Like, for example, right now, like the rule is this, right? I'm not the greatest fan of it, but again, if you're essentially the defending team, and because you know how easy it is, like for example, Retegui could position his arm and then could just be like, "Hey, yeah, no, he pulled my arm," and yada yada yada. Is this in Inter's box or is this in Atalanta's box?
no, this was the goal. Pretty sure. Yeah.
No, I think
was it not because
no. That's
Çalhanoğlu-
Inter's box because look, that's Pavard right there.
Yeah, and why is Retegui guarding his own goal?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
that's-
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an like the offensive handball rule. So, like for example, if an offensive player touches the ball in any capacity in their arm, it's because you get an unfair advantage. So, like even if I were to keep, for example, if I were to keep my arm in this position that you see right now, if someone gives me a cross, I could use it where I can have it to my benefit, where I can redirect the ball using my bicep to a teammate. So that's an unfair advantage. So that is 100% a handball. I thought that was in Atalanta's box, and it looked like it hit Retegui's left hand, not the hand that was pinned with Barella.
No, it was definitely Barella's hand.
Oh, but maybe they're saying like Retegui hooked Barella's arm so that he has to be in position to get a handball, and then they're like, "Oh, it's Inter, don't penalize them."
Wasn't really a hook per se, though.
No, just like they're justifying for Merda again.
Because Retegui is trying to bring his hand in as to not get a handball, but Barelli's hand is still like across the chest. And sure, he doesn't mean to do it, but that's not the rule, because you can't regulate intent necessarily, or we shouldn't be if we're going to be using VAR to break things down.
So I pulled this up. So I have this here to kind of further our conversation. I just got to add it. So this is just what Serie A tallies, and one of the reasons why, like for example, if you look here, the highest were lower 20s, which I think from 2009 to earlier on, you can argue and say Serie A was extremely defensive, but you kind of look at here where it changes. This is only counting Serie A. I'm going to assume that these guys have scored more goals outside of, they're in multiple competitions. So Immobile with 27 in 2022. So I'm sure he scored Europa League goals. Same thing with Ronaldo. Ronaldo hit 30 plus this season as well. Same thing with Immobile and Ronaldo. I think Immobile with Champions League and everything was close to 40. Same thing with Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo was close to roughly around 40 that season as well. Quagliarella, that's 26 because it's Sampdoria. Immobile and Icardi that tied at that season. I know Icardi played some Champions League games as well, and I think Immobile played Europa League, so 29. So guys, it's possible. So starting from Higuain, 36, 29, 29, 26, 36, 29, 27. I don't think it's far-fetched. I don't think it's a far-fetched expectation. Where these guys are hovering there, I don't see that being an issue.
You should be careful. He should hover around 20s, mid-20s.
I would say upper 20s.
And he should not be capocannoniere, because then that means we didn't win the title. So just don't be first in the league.
I think if there's anyone that's going to break the negative streak, I think it would be him in this Juve team that have the possibility to break it.
That would be really nice. Because we lost so much. I mean, we had 2 years of not winning shit and getting relegated from the Champions League. So if we get those two things happen, that'll be really cool.
So, I think we covered this earlier, but yeah, apparently Chiesa's not even fit to play for Liverpool right now. I don't know how true that is, but Chiesa's got a tall order, man. He's going to have to try to beat Luis Diaz and Mo Salah for playing time. The only time I could see him start is either one of those two get injured or the Carabao Cup or early rounds of the FA Cup. I have a very, very, very hard time. Admins, who is this? Oh, FTBL.
From football, FTBL, yeah. Oh, what do we think about this? Winning chance up there at the top. City, Madrid, Juve, and Arsenal. I mean, I'm not going to complain if they think we got it, but I also feel that we're hipster bandwagon on Monteball right now.
I was surprised. Yeah, that the hipsters hyped us up that much to be contenders for winning.
I think that's a stretch.
I think
Winning chance, I think, is a stretch.
Yeah,
even Arsenal, it should just be City and Madrid up there.
It honestly should be. It should be City and Madrid as your only two.
Maybe Bayern,
No,
a company
absolutely
can put
not.
it together. But no, it's City and Madrid.
El Dave, or David, we'll roll around and cringe, but I would rather give Arsenal a shout over Bayern at this point. No, here's my three. My three winning chances would be Real Madrid, City, and Atletico Madrid. Those are the three I would put there.
Atleti would have a good chance too. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
I
a
would
kick in the nuts if Atleti was to win because they're just playing Allegri ball, and we with Allegri ball for all those years couldn't do it?
It wouldn't surprise me.
It would suck.
I find it funny.
I mean,
Yeah,
Simeone's gone. He's gone to the dance twice.
Yeah,
I like how
but
Paris
I'd be kind of irritated that they're able to do it, but we couldn't. But
I think Atletico would be the dark horse here. I think your clear favorites are going to be Madrid and Manchester City. Gosh, everyone's going to start whining and saying I'm not a real Juventino, but to put Juve right now, I would say good run.
Yeah,
going far, I think is a bit of a stretch.
I think it's a bit of a stretch for Barcelona.
Oh, absolutely.
Milan. Yeah, I don't agree entirely with this graphic. I just thought it was interesting.
For example, I don't know. For example, good run, Aston Villa. I don't believe that they will. I think a surprise package. Have they not watched Bologna at all this season? I don't know. I'm not really sure on how they base this, but for example, you could put for example, Liverpool, Inter would be they would potentially go far, right? But I don't know. I think I don't understand the logic on why they put us on winning chance. I don't know.
It's the hipster ball, man. That's all it is.
People.
It's apparently it's popular to like Juve again.
Yep. Sell some shirts. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I think it's time we start figuring out this ketchup thing. I don't know how I'm going to drink ketchup, but I think I'm going to have to get my finger into this, and I'm going to give. Oh, on the big screen. Fuck. Okay, here we go.
Hold on. Let's answer this one. Guys, stop being cowardly. Of course, we have a winning chance. Motta's an elite coach. Okay, so all right, Mastermind. What has Motta done to be classified as an elite coach?
He has the potential to be.
He has the potential, but
we haven't proven that yet. So there's apprehension, right? It's cautious optimism. We're not going to come out and say, yeah, we totally have the UCL. Is it possible? Sure, absolutely, it's possible. We might have a good chance at it, but
every team has a great chance at it. But right now,
City and Madrid,
Motta hasn't coached a UCL game. We don't know how he's also going to handle a more conjunct schedule because he was at Bologna. It's at Juventus. Different magnifying glass, different scope, different schedule, a lot more games in there. So we're not being cowardly. It's called understanding what's in front of us. I think you're taking this quite lightly by going in there and saying that's the perspective that you have. But understand all the variables and all the things in play and have a little bit more of a balanced thought on it. Because, for example, this is on tape now. So what happens if Motta flops? We've got this comment where you come in saying it's an elite coach, and then what happens if it flops later down the road? It's called relax, take it slow. Having a ridiculous expectation or even saying an elite coach where, dude, we're only 2 games in, man. I'm happy that we've done well. I'm happy that the team's acclimated well, but relax, man. We got to take it easy right now.
I like flats. Good. Okay, why don't I take a shot and we answer these questions? Because I want to start getting them through me, and I would be okay not doing them back to back either. All right, here we go. It's so thick. See, I told you. I got my tongue in here. I brought Kleenex. It's okay. Where's my dogs left me? Oh, they were gonna help me out.
You ate that way too quickly for a guy that hates ketchup.
I'm just putting it in my body.
Oh, he's cheating by using his hands.
Come on, cheating. It's going in my mouth.
You know, I'm just saying for a guy that hates ketchup, that was
It's
like
so-
it's like Doll's saying, it's like a pre-workout shot.
Oh, it's so tangy. I already worked out today. Fuck.
Power calories.
There's your first one. Disgusting.
All right, let's work on the next. Let's work on this one. So Vlad says a
Good
question
job,
from
Dave.
So Vlad says a question from Bepe's Live last night for all three of you. Would you accept a Scudetto and Copa, but we lose the Champions League final?
Fuck that Champions League.
Yeah, I'm taking the UCL. I'm
But what's
taking
the other
UCL.
option?
Wait, is it that, like, for example, you win the Champions League final,
No,
or
just lose everything we're in.
No. I'm saying if we don't take the Scudetto and the Copa, do you win the UCL?
No, you just don't win shit. Like,
Oh, you don't win shit. Yeah, I'd rather do that. No, do you understand how much I hate that fucking graphic that pops up saying most finals lost and it's us? I do not want to add another one.
That's like Charles Leclerc with the most pole positions without winning. It's just that
Like,
shitty.
Absolutely. Like I can't. No,
Listen,
like
if we're in the final, if it's as cut and dry as you will win the UCL, but you win nothing else, then yeah, you go for
hell, I would win one UCL and not win the title for 3 years.
And I was gonna say that I think that might even.
I'm saying that's a fair trade.
Yeah,
No
that might
Scudetto
be
for
fair
3
trade.
years for one UCL.
And no Copa and no Super Copa
I don't care.
either. Yeah,
I don't
like
care.
so like nothing except
How
for
about the Club World Cup? Do we just like bow out of that right away too?
I don't
Do
give
we
a
even
shit.
care?
Give me that. Yusuf says, what do you think our point tally will be after the 8 UCL games? So
I don't know.
we have
Out of
8
possible 24.
out of 24. I would say high side. Obviously, your maximum would be 24. That would be the ceiling. Would be 24. I would say the floor. I'm gonna go with 15 as the floor.
Mm.
The lowest I could see us getting. I'm gonna say we're gonna land. I want to say 20 points. I think 20 points is
That's
where.
a lot, Dash.
Ooh,
That's a
I'm
lot of
thinking
points.
I think 20.
6. I'm going with 16 myself. That'd be 5 wins, a tie, and 2 losses. But Chiro, what do you got?
I will say 15, and then we sneak in because I think it's hard. Our group, I mean, our 8 enemies, like none of them are someone that we can just roll over, like 4-0 them. So I'm not saying we're not going to qualify, because I think we still can, but I think we have to do the playoff. Like you do the playoff if you have 15, right?
No, you do the playoff if you don't finish in the top 8.
Okay.
And then the next 8 do the playoff.
Or it's next 16 do the playoff.
Yeah, the
Oh, so
next
you-
16, the top 8 of that go on. The bottom 8 go to Europa League, and like 24 to 36 or whatever the math is just fucks off. They don't go anywhere.
Okay, but if we can qualify with 15, then I'd say yeah. I just think we're gonna get 15. So if we'll qualify or not doesn't matter. But that's I think we'll get those points.
Yeah.
What's he saying at Mirmo? I asked the same thing and got aired by our hosts.
I think it's this. No, I thought we answered. It's Vlad being emotional.
Oh, he might have asked. I think that question came up earlier and we did kind of gloss over. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's Vlad. We gave him. He has a Lukaku video dedicated to him. Let's see what else we got here. Jeez. Yusuf says, "Bro, I take UCL and not win anything for 4 years."
4 years. Yeah.
Jeez. Yusuf says either win the Scudetto Copa, lose the UCL final, or lose. Okay, so it is that. Yeah, so it is UCL.
Yeah,
So
I'm still taking the. It's still an easy
definitely take
UCL.
that.
Yeah.
If we win the Champions League or World Cup, we'll be 17-18.
I think.
Oh, like that season, I
points?
think maybe.
Oh, like that season.
Oh, the
Okay,
point.
Yeah.
Wait, the
I think he's saying points. I think 17-18
when the fuck did we
points.
win the
Club World Cup, I think. Andre says 17 for me, 5 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Vlad says 18.
That's
4
14
wins.
points. He corrected his math.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that sucks at it.
Vlad can't do math. I need to see at least 2 UCLs before I die. Fair
you
enough.
can see it. We don't know.
You can see it, just not you
Juve.
admitting it. To be honest, Thiago Motta's coaching style is very modern and effective. He, as Juventus coach, Juventus has very go far this seasons to come. We'll see.
Oh, we're very positive.
We're positive about
optimistic.
it.
Yeah,
we're optimistic.
I just want to see it happen. Yeah,
you just have to get there first.
I don't want to step on my dick. I don't want to be glazing.
Because here's my issue with a lot of fans, right? Fans will glaze a coach, a manager, or a player very, very hard because they do something that they like. And then the moment something goes wrong, they are the first assholes that will go and rent out a billboard, that will rent out a billboard saying Mota out in Times Square.
Oh my God, it's so dumb. Yeah,
so like,
and that's if we've learned anything from the past couple years, especially with this whole Allegri out thing, it's just like, sit back, relax, enjoy the games, see what happens.
Because we endured these last 3 seasons of shithouse ball, terror ball, Allegri ball, D's balls, and now we actually have a chance because we've been able to stick, though it was absolutely gruesome to watch, and don't get me wrong, we covered every single game for the last 2.5/3 years. So we know how brutal that shit is. Now it's like, okay, we suffered through that and we have something to be optimistic, to be excited for. It's there. But again, right now we're just kind of like, let's get there first. Let's not build this thing, right?
Lazy balls, 60 balls, 30 balls. Doesn't matter. Juve in 5.
Oh man, JC, you missed the first shot of ketchup. You're gonna have to rewind, but I got one more to go. I know you want to see it.
Mastermind says, my definition of an elite coach is a person who can take okay players and raise their level within the system. You release Chiesa, replace him with Bangula, who has 2 goals and 1 assist. Okay, that's in 2 games.
Yeah, and it's not that we're saying that we disapprove of what's happened. We're super excited, but we're also realizing that there's like 50 more games.
There's 50 more. So, okay, again, let's play devil's advocate here. What happens if he doesn't do anything else after that?
Because then we look like idiots. That's the thing. If we end up looking like IFTV, I'm just gonna say it. They glaze every like bandwagon hipster thing that pops up, and how many people in this channel alone are just like, I can't believe those guys said that. I can't watch those guys anymore. They're ridiculous. Like they're actually losing subscribers, listeners, because they're so outlandish. It's ludicrous. So that's basically what it is. We're just being a bit conservative with our opinions.
It's being conservative, and it's also being realistic to the point where it's there. Because, like, for example, not one in his comment does he mention an elite coach as someone that wins titles. He just said, again, verbatim, is a person that can take a system and raise players' levels. There are a lot of coaches that can do that. You can argue
Max did that. Look how much money we got off.
Gasparini can do that. I was
going
to say Gasparini is criminal for doing that.
Mourinho too. You can do it.
So like there's coaches that do that, but they haven't won anything.
That's also the definition of a Pokemon trainer.
That's also
you can take an okay, make him shiny elite.
That's great, but because like for example, okay, great. So then let's say that Juve look at that. Juve want a coach that wins titles. Juve don't care. Like for example, it's a byproduct of winning titles. If you're like, okay, I can make players, play beyond their level.
This is Moise Keane
in the first team. No, Pirlo didn't do that for Moise Keane, or is that a different? They're full.
No, that was Max or still.
No, that was Max that helped Keane break out there.
Yeah.
But because like for example, when you look at it there, right, where you have it where Juve are looking for a coach that wins titles. They win consistent titles. If the byproduct of that is also creating a system to raise players' ceilings, great. But I'm pretty positive for them. They're like, oh, it's a fallacy argument to say that, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. That's just the way that you're gonna scope it. That's fine. You can scope it the way that you want, but I'm just gonna push back and say you're going to need a little bit more than that. And also you're using a 2-game sample size.
But what do you think of Mbangla? Because I mean, do you know?
I think he's
like. Have
promising.
you been watching him? Like,
Yeah, I think he's promising.
like no, I mean like when he was next gen, like was he already good?
Yeah,
Well,
he
I mean,
played well for the
he
next
played
gen.
well.
That's why he's with the first team, because he
yeah,
played
I mean,
well. Yeah.
No, and it's like, and we're not trying to respond like a smartass, but like for example, yeah, he's like for example, a bunch of other next gen players that we've pulled up. Like for example, they have a niche and a skill set that they're doing, and they're translating it into the first team, and it's doing quite well.
Yeah.
Again, whether or not they're able to consistently maintain that is a different conversation. Because, like for example, if Mbengula is able to maintain that for 50 plus games, then we're having a different conversation, right? Because, like, for example, we'll see how Calafiori and Xerxes do in their respective clubs, or we'll see how Bologna does, and then we can really truly see the effect that Motta left on those players. Like, for example, if Calafiori picks up where he left off, then sure. If Calafiori falls off a cliff, then you know it was the system.
Bro,
Same
does
thing with Xerxes.
name actually mean cauliflower?
No, we just call it that.
Oh, okay. I just like, yeah, sorry. It just popped in my head.
All right, guys. Is it time for the second shot? Because the first one isn't sitting well, and I just need to do this. Ready?
Go for it.
JC, you ready? I know you're here now. Okay.
Car is watching the ketchup shot.
Okay. You gotta make me big again. All the way big. Here we go. That's disgusting.
You got to get the tongue in there too. You just gotta,
It's
like you're giving it a rim job.
Hard no. Oh, it's just so disgusting. Is this like what it's like to be a woman taking a load? I guess it could be a dude. It doesn't really matter what it is, but I'm glad this is over. I'm glad 10 more people didn't subscribe today. Get the finger going. Here we go.
Chat, is he cheating by using his hands?
No, it doesn't flow. It's not liquid. It's sludge. It's fake food, man.
Oh, he's stroking it.
Okay, Rebel's done.
Oh Lord.
Oh, this is the worst thing. No, it's on my belly. Of course.
Somebody get him a rag. Somebody get him a warm rag.
Oh man.
Clean
Right on my
himself
dick.
up.
Gosh, you want to look it up? It may
Look
be
what
later. The ketchup off my gut.
Oh, I don't. I'm good.
Gus, I said Gus, my dog.
Oh. I thought you were
Passed
talking
out
to
behind
me.
me. No, I'm. Yeah, well, you're gonna come from Detroit and lick
thought
my belly up?
Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean my face off.
Okay,
Oh
let's catch up with these guys.
I'm so glad I joined.
Oh man.
today.
Dahl coming in saying he looked poor for Arsenal. And then this is for Cauliflower. Carr says, I hope we can stand on 2 feet when it comes to the harder games. I don't expect silverware, but if we were showing promise and finally a sense of direction despite a better team than us, I'm happy. Okay, that's a fair take. Cauliflower, it looks really, really shit and raw. I've been saying that since the Euros. And nobody believed me, by the way. Going in for Dave's ketchup rim job, Rainbow Kiss. Carr giving him the eyeballs. Dulces, get that tongue.
Yeah,
in.
like when we ate pudding as little kids, we just
You
fucking
just gotta go around it. You
Yeah.
gotta just work the shaft. Riding the bench to Arsenal. That's it. He rainbow kissed it. Vlad's laughing.
What the
Rolo says, did you guys see the Italian Champions League video? I did not. Is it worth reviewing live and laughing at it?
or is it
and
just
then-
like ass, like Serie A?
yeah, it's one of the two. Like, remember when they said Calcio's back only from the lose 3 finals? Dahl says you gotta foreplay with the ketchup. Vlad says best real moment of all time. Carr says, oh, Dave's not here. I'm gonna save that, Carr. I'll wait. I'm gonna flag this and then I'll save it to see if Dave will see that later and see for 5 gifted subs. Dahl says that's what she said. Oh man. Rodrigo, what the F is going on here? Dave made a bet. If we hit 2K, he would take 2 ketchup shots. And if I'm assuming that you're new to the group here, so give you new folks context. Dave hates the living hell out of ketchup.
He doesn't like
hates
sauce.
it. He
Like-
hates condiments.
Yeah.
He is not a guy of spice. So he hates it. So one of the things was because we flew through 2K, he was just like, you know what, whatever, I'll do it. If we hit an additional 10 subs, so if we hit 2100, he would do another one, but it doesn't look like we've hit that. So Dave hates ketchup, and he's doing that. Dahl says, totally agreed with you with cauliflower and Toribo are both raw and shit. Sounds dirty.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time.
Rolf says, I would love it. Is it something that's easy for me to find? Like if it's on YouTube, I'll find it and I'll do a quick reaction to it.
What are we looking at?
There's a comment for you, Dave.
There's a comment from you from Carr. He says, one more shot for 5 gifted memberships. Oh my God. Question mark. Would you do it? That's what Carr is asking.
I will, because me and Carr go way back. I'm taking a swig of my beer first, though.
All right, you heard the man, Carr. He'll do it. He'll do it for 5 gifted subs. Dave will take another shot of ketchup.
I'm trying to loosen up the thickness out of my throat.
I'm going to try to find that Italian Champions League trailer or commercial or whatever.
Oh, with the sails?
I think so.
The ships, like the
is that what it is?
Thing?
Is that what it is?
I thought. Didn't I show it like a month ago?
Is it? Hey, Rolo or Roflo. Is that what it is? Is it the ship one?
Oh, he did it.
We're doing it.
Okay, let me get the fucking ketchup.
Dahl says a guy, not a guy of spice. That's a Brit, my guy. Carr says 5 more inches, Dave. Wow. Oh wait, he left. He actually went to go get the ketchup. He's gone. I'm trying to find this. Can somebody give me the link or tell me where I can find this? Is this on like the Serie A channel or something where I can find this, or do I have to like crawl through the deep dark interwebs to get this? Because I'm trying to find this commercial.
What does this channel become?
This is Twitter.
He says, yeah, it's on Twitter, and the CGI is amazing. So I need to look at it. And then 10 Toes Down says you sold out for ketchup. Everyone has a price, and they're willing to do anything. Dave is $5 fucking. $5.
Oh, fuck you.
All right. Love you too, buddy. All right. I'm gonna go on X. Is it on like actual Serie A's X, or is it? I gotta find this because this is like absolutely entertaining now.
Perfect.
Brother.
Oh, boy. And there you go. You guys saw that it was Heinz. It is the real deal Canadian.
We are not sponsored by Heinz.
No, but like, why would you buy any other ketchup unless it was like actual, real, like homemade artesian stuff?
I'm trying to.
We use great value ketchup, Dave.
No,
all taste the same.
No, it does. No, it doesn't. There's levels of shit.
Oh, okay.
Great. It's Heinz, all right? I can afford the extra 30 cents, fuck.
Especially
Especially now that JC gave me $5. All right, here we go, you fucking assholes.
Remit.
It goes down better cold.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's way better cold.
Oh, that's definitely what she said.
See, it's like it's already done. That was. If you ever have to shoot ketchup, guys, make sure it's straight out of the fridge. Bam.
Yeah.
Now let's see who those 5 new members of our channel are.
I can't find it. I can't find the damn thing.
All right, where is it? So we have Vlad gets a gift.
Oh,
Dino Maxi, Salvatore Matthew, Joaquin R. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he said, I wish that was $1 per membership. That was $25. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he went for the big one. Oh, fuck, 25 bucks. Definitely. Oh, thank you so much. There it is. Amir Itani. So there are a couple guys lurking. You are members now. Thank you very much. Thank you, JC. Thank you to Heinz for supplying us with Such a delicious condiment.
And Roflo, can you put that on Discord so I can track it down? Is it Serie A on TikTok, like their actual like TikTok page?
That's a beauty shot. Yeah. You know, ketchup makes you high. On sugar.
Not.
I mean, what else is there? There's some spices, maybe like cloves. And cloves get you ripped. I know a lot of spices. If you have a lot of them, like cinnamon, for instance, nutmeg can fuck you up. But you pretty much have to eat so much that you're gonna die anyways. Yeah, Vlad showed you. It's the Heinz teriyaki and buffalo are the only sauces I can tolerate. Teriyaki's not bad actually. Buffalo's a little weird too, though. It's mostly vinegar and like some hot sauce put in. It's not. I don't know. Not the best. But I understand it. My guy just acquired a taste for. No, I did not. That's why I have a beer, so I can make the feelings go away. I found it on TikTok. Is it the one where they're like in?
It's a boat. It's like a boat.
Yeah, they're sails. They're like in brigs and stuff, and it's the age of sail, like in 1700 shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it.
Look, yeah,
I'm pretty sure I showed it. I had it on X a few weeks ago.
You had it on X?
Yeah, and
Like
it was live. I don't know if I showed it. Maybe not, because you and Dave were monologuing for 20 minutes. Never got a chance. So
maybe.
was it like
Sky Sport commercial?
It was Sky Sports. Oh. Sailing ships. I don't know. I'm trying to look for it too. Good luck with that. I don't know. If somebody has a link.
Maybe it's on their TikTok, Sky Sport.
JC bankrolling 10 bottles. Oh my god! If ketchup's more than $2.50 around here, it's like $5. Get 5 bottles of ketchup, maybe. Yeah, ketchup is sugar, vinegar, tomato puree, pretty much, and water. Yeah, it's sugar, puree, vinegar, spices. Let's see. Tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, salt, spices. There you go. And I had a delicious tomato salad before the stream as well. Like actual tomatoes. Real tomatoes, guys. I ate real tomatoes. And this is what you've relegated my life to.
Oh God, that was
$100, JC.
It was $100.
It was $100.
I was there.
Yeah, for another channel. Never saw anything about it, but you know, the things we do.
Dave twerked for $100.
I was in way better shape. That was before I got injured.
I
was way more likely to take my shirt off back then. Oh man. Okay, this show is definitely devolved. I knew it would when the ketchup came out.
Oh yeah, the moment the swigs came out, it's game over. Bones is asking, is anyone playing COD after this?
Maybe. I need to.
I heard it was being run rampant with aimbot.
They've been cracking down. Well, the Black Ops 6 beta is out this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just with aimbot.
Rampant?
Yes, sir.
Maybe I get my ass kicked a lot, so maybe that's true. But like you start with all the basic guns, you gotta get back into. Anyways, who cares? It's Call of Duty. Join. That's another reason to join the Discord if you want to play COD or FC25, and that comes out in 20 days. But yeah, we do that. We do that stuff. Nobody's even talking about FC25. Nobody even cares anymore.
It's still a game.
Trying to find the thing too, but I can't. So I hope you guys find it so I can watch it. But I'll leave you guys to it.
You're so disgusted with us.
I know. He's like filthy animals.
No, man, it's because you didn't bring up the commercial for me in time. No, I'm fine.
Unacceptable. I couldn't.
I
probably can't even share. I'll probably get it. I'll get
yeah.
copyrighted for it.
But if you put in the Discord, like that'd be cool. Anyone?
Yeah, we'll probably put it on the Discord. We'll probably be able to see it there.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, guys, let's get the win tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah,
not like we're actually gonna do anything though. But yeah.
Dusan hat trick confirmed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it to get Doll hyped up.
For sure.
Hey Doll, what's up, buddy?
All right, I don't feel the greatest.
You just took 3 shots of straight ketchup and mixed it with beer. Like, how are you gonna feel great after
Not
that?
even that much beer. How much? 20 calories a tablespoon. Okay, so I haven't like completely got myself diabetes. Not yet, anyways.
All right, chat. Is there? Let's ask the chat before we close. Is there anything you guys want us to talk about or react to? Again, this is your guys' show. There is no structure for the Saturday shows. It is whatever you guys want us to talk about, and we talk about it.
Dal's asking, what do you guys game on? I just got a gaming setup because I needed a new laptop. I have a custom rig.
We gained a sub. We're down 1. We just need 9 more.
So I like to show people because it looks cool with the lights coming out. There we go. I'm just breaking shit. Yeah, this is the front of my computer because I nerded out that bad about it. And then the LED lights come out. But it's a 5800 X processor with 6800 XT CPU, 32 gigs of RAM. That's what I'm doing. All right, you should try Concord. I heard it's a great game for modern audiences. I heard that there was 27 people playing and nobody gives a fuck.
Wow.
Dal Jones, that's clean. It's not the cleanest because it wasn't CNC. I mean, up close you can tell a couple of the blemishes. But yeah, I mean, we got her down. I had some help from a metal worker. Went to the metal shop and did it. So yeah, it was nice. Did on work time, night shift. That's what happens. Nothing goes on at night shift. You fuck with your computer case. Zombies on BO6 is a must. There is no zombies yet in this version of the beta, so we'll see. To be seen, but yeah, they're supposed to go old school with it. Oh man, okay, guys, I'm gonna go throw up. Score prediction. Okay, yeah, we can do that for tomorrow's score prediction.
Let's say 2-0 us.
2-0. Yeah, I was on 2-0 as well. Is it a Dusan brace?
A Dusan? Yeah, we'll get a Dusan.
Dusan brace, 2-0. Okay, both of us.
Dusan brace.
Yes, LJJ, it's Stella. Because if I'm gonna drink a mainstream beer, it's at least gonna be a half decent mainstream beer. Oh, he's got a 40-80. Nice. Yeah, that's
wow.
That would be a monster, absolutely. Yep. Vlad's 2-1. Deshaun hat-tricks from
Deshaun hat-trick.
Bones with 3-0 as well. Okay.
Bones, if Keane was still on the roster, Bones would say Keane hat-trick.
Yeah. Didn't score a goal at all last year, my lord.
Deshaun, the only guy that steps up in big games, 4-1.
4-1, my lord, my lord. Okay. Well, my wife left me for the evening. I have 3 shots of ketchup in my belly. My youngest dog is going through her first heat. So, I mean, everything is hilarious right now in my life. And on that sad note, no, it's going to be a good weekend. If you want, tomorrow, another reason for the Discord as well, can stream some F1, do a watch party, the Italian Grand Prix. Like it's the Italian Grand Prix, guys. This is Elkin's stomping grounds right here. Homer Ferrari. So yeah, that's in the morning, and then the game, 2:45 Eastern time kickoff, 8:45 European time, of course. So 10-15 minutes before that, I will be streaming, possibly with Misak.
I'll probably be here for the post game.
Yeah, Dash will come in, and that should be the last match that Dave misses. I think he should be back after Monday. The ketchup's gonna come straight out of your ass after that insulin spike. Fuck. Oh my god!
All right, folks.
Right, that's it.
Make sure Dave's alive tomorrow, so we'll end this one here. Obviously, again, Saturday shows are for you guys. You can come in and say whatever you want. Dictate the show. We will debate you on certain stuff. If you want to come up with some spicy takes, we'll debate those spicy takes. As had some couple examples today. But on that note, obviously, like, sub if you are a lurker. Please sub. It does help grow the channel. And Dave will make more ketchup, as you can hear his stomach going right now.
Luckily, that was my dog, not my gut.
Fair enough. But on that note, everyone, we will see you for the match tomorrow and the post game that follows up with it. So you shall see Canadian Dave and potentially Habibi Misak.
Oh boy. Wish me the best, guys.